Noah Weinrich is with us from the Heritage Foundation. Hey, Noah, great to have you, man.
Hi, John. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had anybody from Heritage on, so good to get you involved with us. Tell us about what is going on in Virginia. One of the statements you guys put out as it affected the police here. You've got the Democrats passing qualified immunity out of the House. You've got one Democrat from Manassas, the socialist, trying to cut 25% out of the state police budget. So Republicans, are they fighting back? Tell us your perspective.
Yeah, thanks, John. So as you know, and as your listeners know, there's currently a nationwide effort to attack the police and defund the police. They think somehow that police are the problem and that taking away the police will make us safer, which, as you know, is absurd. There's many studies that prove the opposite, and common sense will tell you taking police officers off the street is not going to make anybody safer.
Right.
And in Virginia, as Virginia gets bluer and bluer, that these efforts are becoming, much louder. But conservatives are fighting back. So my organization, Heritage Action, we're the partner organization of the Heritage Foundation. We are running a police pledge. You and your listeners can find that at policepledge.com. We are calling on all lawmakers and citizens to sign this pledge, which says, police officers have chosen a noble profession. They dedicate their lives to upholding the law and protecting the sacred rights of their fellow citizens. And I stand with America's police and pledge to oppose any bill, resolution, or movement to defund the police. So we've had two Virginia congressmen sign up already, Representative Griffith and Representative Whitman. He was actually the second one to sign on. And the Virginia GOP was the first state-level GOP organization to endorse the pledge. So they are fighting back. They're making it clear that they will oppose any of these efforts. Frankly, I don't know how anyone could support them. Defunding the police is craziness to almost every ordinary American. And so we are fighting back. We'd love to have you and all your listeners sign at policepledge.com to fight back against some of this craziness.
So you want to go to policepledge.com, policepledge.com. Where are the Democrats going with this? I keep asking this question. First it was defund the police, then it was reimagine the police, then it was don't have as many police. Now we've got prosecutors letting people out of jail without bail. It's a revolving door. They go back out on the street, rape people, they then get back in, get let out again. I mean, if you're a Democrat supporting this activity, which is defunding the police, cut their budget. Remember, after the riots in New York, de Blasio cut $1 billion, that's with a B, out of the police budget. Now they can understand why they don't have enough people to stop a 500% increase there in crime. Where are they going with this?
That's a good question. I think they're going to a very bad place. I think that the left wing of the party has become increasingly powerful. It's not Biden who's controlling the party, as everybody knows. It's the Bernies, it's the AOCs. Pelosi almost looks like a moderate compared to some of them. They are the ones controlling this party, and the base of the left, not the ordinary Americans, not the ordinary blue-collar Democrats, the rabid far left base of the Democratic Party and the left is pushing for these things. They are pushing for defund the police. They're having marches. Some of them want to abolish the police. That when defund the police wasn't enough for them, abolish the police became the new slogan. And so some of these people feel like they have to satisfy that wing of the base. Mm-hmm. They really think that's where a lot of people are. And we know that's not the case. Heritage Action did battleground polling in 4 states, in Arizona, Florida, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And we found that 80% or 79% of polled voters opposed defund the police, most of those very strongly. There was only a tiny fraction that supported defunding the police. Ordinary Americans of either party know that this is a bad idea. And so we are holding politicians to account. There are a lot of politicians out there who say, I don't want to defund the police. I just want to reimagine funding or reallocate funding, which is defunding the police. which is why we are asking people to sign their names. Put your money where your mouth is. If Biden says that he doesn't want to defund the police, great. I applaud that. I want him to put his name down so that we can hold him to account. And that's what this pledge is all about, to make people, pick a side.
Well, I think the side to pick, I just can't imagine if you're just a reasonable person, just reasonable, you have family, you live in, modest home someplace. Why would you not want to be able to call the police if you're being attacked, there's an assailant, you see something going on, you feel endangered? Why would not you want to be able to pick up the phone and call 911 or call the police? I mean, what is the alternative to that? I just, for the life of me, I get reform police. Like, I get that. I've been saying that for some time. And people that know me know that I've never been in favor of police getting military surplus stuff like half-tracks, tanks, and bazookas and flamethrowers. I've never been in favor of that. I think you get too many guys jacked up on it. And so we all want reforms. We want cops to do the right thing. But that's very different than get rid of them or defund them or eliminate them. You've got council people. They were council members in, what was it, Seattle, that were voting and advocating just eliminating them totally. So you have nobody to call. And there's no jail. They want to get rid of cops and jails. So you have no police, and you have no jails, and you have no prosecutors. And you can't have a gun. What is it that they want?
Right. I think that a lot of this is coming from wealthy liberals who have never been in a dangerous situation. They have, bought $1 million homes in these wealthy areas where they don't need police in their daily lives. And so they think, well, we must not need them. Nobody must need them. It's so out of touch with where ordinary Americans are. Whether you live in a regular neighborhood or even a dangerous neighborhood, police are still vital. If you get broken into, if your house burns down, you want to call 911. Mm-hmm. But if you're wealthy enough to be able to afford private security, then you think that police must not be important.
Unbelievable. All right. Hey, I want to thank you for your time, Noah. Noah Weinrich from the Heritage Foundation. Again, sign the pledge. Where do you go, Noah?
PolicePledge.com.
PolicePledge.com. Hey, thanks for being with us.